Welcome to the lesson of Microsoft Word. In this lesson, we're going to learn about the Layout tab in Microsoft Word. So where is the Layout tab most of the time seen? So just beside the Design tab, we have this option called Layout. Okay, and there are a lot of these tools which are very useful. Okay, so without getting into you know, without any further ado, let's just move into the lesson. So today I'm going to show you and describe each one of these tools and give you an example of them one by one. Okay, so first off, we have the margin tab or margin tool. So it's going to help you to align or make the margins when you are using or working on a document. Let's say I'm going to click on this margins, and you can see that there are a lot of these margins. If I press on narrow, it will be narrowed, okay, as you can see, according to the ruler. Okay, now if I want it to be something like normal, as you can see, it has started from 0 to 6.5. That is the normal one, which is also termed as the A4 size. Okay, then we have is moderate. It's gonna start from there, but it's from the length, it's gonna end fast. Okay, so it's gonna keep like a lot of distance or a lot of space from the top, from the text to start, okay, or from the bottom to the text to end. So it's how it's gonna work. So most of the time we use the normal one, but there are a lot of those. Let's say wide, then all of your text should be like over here, okay, in the middle. Like keep it like this. Let's say I'm gonna paste some data. What I'm gonna do is Control C and keep pasting data, and you can see the difference between having that type of text or that type of margin. Okay, I'm just gonna paste them like this, and you can see that it has ended just over here, and this is like a lot of really less space and a lot of waste of page. Okay, so most of the time we don't use those, so I'm going to delete all of those. And from here, margins, if you don't want any of those or 2003 default, well, you can try applying any one of those. But if you don't want any of those, just click on this custom margin, and you will see that this interface will open up where it will be margin, paper, and layout. So first off is going to be the margin. First off, you can select the orientation if you want it to be portrait or if you want it to be landscape. If you want landscape, just click on landscape. If you want portrait, just click on portrait. Then what you're going to do is select on the margin or all of the length according to whatever you need. So okay, select all of these and then just press OK. And if you want to apply the whole document, okay, you can do that. But if you want to this point forward, so only one page will be applied to this. Okay, only the margin will be applied to a single page in your document. After you're done, just press on OK, and all of them will be directly applied. Okay, but most of the time I'm just going to stay on normal because I don't want any hassle. Okay, and I don't want to waste a lot of pages. Then after you're done, then you're gonna do is select orientation. If you want to select the orientation, just as I said, if you want landscape, just click on landscape, and if you want portrait, just click on portrait, and all of them will be done, and you will be able to start your document or start editing your data and keep working on it. Then we have is the size. The size is going to be according to the page of or the paper which you're going to print, or the paper size. Okay, so first we have is letter, which is going to be 8.5 into 10, okay, or 11. Then we have is going to be the legal, which is going to be 8.5 into 14. Well, you can apply these anywhere or anytime you want or however you want to, but most of the time we use the paper of A4, then A3, legal, A5. Okay, so select the one which you want to print according to your data and according to your page. Okay, after selecting that, then you can start working on it, and then none of them, okay, you will not face a problem when you are printing that document. Okay, then we have is the column. If you want to add columns according to your data, then you can apply them. Let's say I want 2 columns. When you add in your data, there's going to be 2 of these columns. Okay, after you're done, it's going to start from here. As you can see, it's going to start from here. So let's say I'm going to do is select all of these texts, Control C, Control V. So I'm just going to do is just keep on pasting it just so that I can show you. I'm gonna do is just click over here and start editing. Start keeping this data, just the same one. This is just an example of showing you how it actually works. But if it now you can see that there are 2 of these options. Okay, there are 2 of these columns which you can apply your data. Well, this is most of the time used by article writers and those who publish articles. Okay, but if you want more columns, what you can do is just click on columns and let's type in 3, and you can see that one page is contain 3 of these columns. If you want 4, just click on 4 or left. Okay, left one is going to be the one, and this is going to be the description of the document. Okay, then another one we have is going to be the right. Then the small one is going to be on the right, and this description is going to be on the left. Click on it, and you can see that this is how it's going to actually look like. And you can see this is quite a lot better. Well, if you have actual articles, then it's going to be a lot more better. You can select on whichever one you want, but if you don't want any of those, just click on more columns, and you can like apply it however you want to. Okay, you can also apply or manage the width and also the spacing. After it's done, you can just apply to whichever section you want, or like a whole document, or let's say point forward, or maybe this section only. Then press OK, and it will be all applied to your document. Very simple, right? If you want to like add in page breaks in between your document, just click on the like where you want your page to break. Just click on breaks, and let's say I'm going to page break from here. Now you can see that this one is different and this one is on a different page. Well, this is how it actually works. Okay, this is how it actually page break works. If you want like a page break in between your document, well, that is how it works. You can also page break between columns. When you select on this, and you can see the column has been like it's broke. Okay, now what I'm going to show you is going to be next page, continuous, even page, odd page. Well, if you want the next page or the document, the rest of the document to appear in the next page, just select on this. If you want it to be continuous, then it will do the same thing on the ongoing process on each of the pages. If you want even pages, so one of the document or the data which is going to be on your second page is going to jump to the fourth page, but not on the third. Well, because that is going to be the even page. But if you want odd pages, it's gonna what you're gonna do is just the document on your first is gonna appear on your third. So I'm gonna do is, let's say, break odd page, and it's appeared on your third page instead of going to the second one. See, so this is how it actually works. Okay, so how it's gonna work, then we have is line numbers. If you want to add line numbers continuous, you can do that. Well, it's a lot like bullets, but a bit different. Then we can do is restart after each page, so that after you're done typing your text, you can get the number of your data, like which number of line you are on. See, you can like reset that data, or like after your work is done, then you can see that it will reset after each and every line. Okay, like this is on column, but I'm gonna do is 1, and you can see that 1 2 has started again from the next page. So this is like quite simple and like very useful in some cases. Okay, so that you can keep track of your lines. Then we have is hyphenation. If you want to add hyphenation, then you can also do that. You can use automatic. That most of the time when you are like working on your document, then we have is like, let's keep this like this. Okay, then if the text does not end, okay, what it does is just that the word just comes over here. So I'm gonna do it to you or show it to you. I'm just gonna do is line numbers. I'm gonna do is none. I'm gonna do is, let's say, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Now I'm gonna do is increase the size a bit. So I'm gonna go to home, increase the size like this. But if the word, let's say I'm gonna keep it like this, go to layout, from here I'm gonna add in hyphenation, manual. And I'm gonna do is keep this over here, and you can see that as it has started from here, lazy, as you can see, the hyphenation has been added. Okay, now what you can do is over my bad, I'm just gonna do is jumps. I'm gonna show you an actual word over the beautiful. As you can see, now the hyphenation has been added. If you want to do that, you can use that. Okay, BEAU but as you can see, this is how it's actually going to work like when it's hyphenation. Okay, well, it's actually beautiful, but yeah. Okay, so next we have is the paragraph. You can like align your text however you want according to these data. Okay, then after it's all done, you can also add spacing in between them. Okay, let's not auto, but yeah. Okay, this is like how it's gonna look like. Then we have left and right, then like however you want them to be. Okay, then we have is the selection panel. Well, if you have more objects over here, then you can like select those panel and arrange them to be like up or at the bottom, okay, or forward or backward. That's going to be totally up to you. If you want to align your text, you can also use align to page, and all of the data will be aligned to however you want to. Let's say align to margin, and it has been aligned to margin. Okay, but according to this, well, it's kind of like, you know, changing its pace or changing its, you know, the data. Okay, then after all of this is done, well, you will see that most of the document or most of the tools has now been covered, and you know what to do next. Okay, so hope you guys like understood everything on this layout tab of and the tools of how it's going to work like in your document and help you to finish your work. So just follow these steps on how you will, and you will be able to, you know, do all of the works and complete your document in a specific time and all of the steps. Okay, so thank you for watching this video.